Hiya, Barbie.
Hi, Ken.
You want to go do a podcast?
Sure.
Jump in.
Ladies and gentlemen, Barbies and Kens, Chelseas of all ages, and everyone else, welcome to Binging Barbie, a Barbie movie podcast. I'm your host, Jay, and with me I have my co-host. I'll help you chick sit anytime. John.
Yeah, I used to have lots of chicks growing up. We'd win some at county fairs. Yeah.
Okay.
Then they got killed by our dogs.
Yeah, I've seen before that there are now places where they require you, if you're going to buy chicks, you have to buy like 10 at a time.
Well, this was
As-
not in the U.S.
Well, yeah, but they would have issues where people would buy, oh, their kid loves this little chick, so they'll buy it, and then don't realize how much effort it takes to take care of one single chick. Like, you're either buying a bunch or none at all.
We had a couple that grew up to adults.
Okay.
I got some eggs from them. I never liked going into their pen because they'd always peck at my feet. Yes. My sister used to be really scared of chickens when she was young. Yeah. No, it was a traumatic experience where she was chased by a rooster.
Huh.
And it traumatized her for a bit.
Yeah, my family never had chicks or chickens, or we had fish, and our neighbors had rabbits.
All right. What are we doing today?
Today, we are finishing up our exploration of Barbie Dreamtopia. We will be talking about episodes 16 through 26.
Somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, this is... we're finally here. We're finally at the end of this. This is going to be an interesting episode because I don't have any notes written out for this besides the context stuff. So going to be a bit looser, probably a bit shorter as well.
Yeah. I mean, we've been saying a lot of the similar things for the past few episodes, so
Yeah.
you could probably gather that for this one. I feel like most of these episodes were just very forgettable. Like, even
Yeah.
compared to last week's, they were very forgettable. Like, they had this whole sport episode with, no tension or action. It's just, we'll talk about that, but, what the heck? What are we supposed to learn? Everybody's a winner. No, they're not. One team clearly won.
Yep. Well, yeah, the episodes we are talking about were released January 21st, 2018 through April 1st, 2018. Once again, created by Julia Pister, directed by Aaron Lazar. We have a lot of the same writers, though we do have Anne Austen coming in. And she's a TV writer and producer. We've talked about her before. She wrote the Barbie movies Princess Adventure, The Lost Birthday, Mermaid Power, and Epic Road Trip. But also relevant to an upcoming series, she was the head writer on Barbie Dreamhouse Adventures.
Oh, okay.
So tying things together here. We also have people we've already talked about, episodes written by Kate Boutilier, Joan Constantine Johnson, Dana Middleton, Allison Packard, and David Rosenberg. And once again, music by Aaron Simmons.
Yes. Anyway, this week, what did we have this week? We had 10 episodes.
Yeah.
11 episodes this time around.
Yeah. We started with the little glitter balls. That was a little bit
What? Was that the hatching one?
Yeah, the one about the chicks.
Oh, yes, those chicks. There were less chicks than eggs when the actual chicks hatched.
Interesting.
It's like, oh, we had
an omelet.
Maybe she did. The beginning showed a bunch of eggs, and the end showed half a dozen. So,
well, you know what they say about counting your chickens? Don't do it before they're hatched.
Is it for chickens?
Isn't it?
I guess. Okay.
Maybe it was
We count ducks, but
I'm
does it
gonna
matter?
look it up. Well, we need to fill time.
Fill time, so we're gonna be looking up how to count chickens. Just go 1, 2.
Yeah, no. Do not count your chickens before they hatch, according to the Cambridge Dictionary.
Why though?
Because you don't know which ones are gonna hatch and which ones aren't.
Okay.
So it's like, don't make plans too far in advance.
Those chicks were very mobile after they just suddenly hatched.
Aren't they, though?
No.
No?
Like
Does
they're
it
all
take them a
moist
while?
and wet. It
Okay.
takes them a while to get out of the eggs, and then they got to dry themselves off, eat the yolk or whatever. It's a whole process.
I thought they were the yolk.
Oh. Well, the other parts, the egg whites. Sorry. No, it's a whole process of them getting out of the shell, not just like
Okay.
pop. Here I am.
Yeah. I never had.
I do question
Growing
their
up.
heater system. It was just one small light bulb, like not pointed in an optimal direction. So
Yeah. Well, maybe that's why only a few of the chicks hatched.
maybe that's why. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, glitter balls were something. They went around, followed a hummingbird thing, jumped
Yeah.
around on the Elephant King, and then shadoom, we got him back or
Yep.
something.
Yeah, so many of these episodes are just kind of nothing.
Yeah,
Like,
I I don't remember. I just watched them like a few hours ago, but I don't
yeah.
remember half of them
Like,
because there wasn't even like an interesting story. Like you present your problem, not really much of a problem. It's just like, okay, let's follow this thing or let's play a game of this weird thing. That's definitely not copying Coley from Bionicle. Ooh.
what about let's go fly a kite up to the highest height? Let's go fly a kite and send it soaring
Oh
up
boy.
to the atmosphere. Oh, that's a good movie. That's what we should talk about, Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins. You know, I haven't actually seen that film in a really long
What?
time.
Okay.
I've
It,
seen the
it is
film,
it
but
is worth watching again
I know.
as an older person and realizing like, oh wait, this is so much more emotional than I remembered it being, because it's all about the dad learning to be a good dad.
Hmm.
It's and then he sings the song with them, and it's so sweet, and it makes me tear up, even just thinking about it.
Yeah, because you're not gonna be a dad. Uh,
No, I'm not planning to be a dad. It's just like he's connecting with his kids. It's so sweet.
sure. Yeah.
That's the kind of stuff that tends to get me. The Avatar: The Way of Water, which I've seen too many times. I think it's 9 now. There's a scene in that one where it's Jake finally sees his son for who he is, and it's like, oh, that's sweet.
Okay. He's blue.
There's stuff going on there that we will
No, I figured.
potentially talk about eventually. Not to count our chickens before they've hatched, but
Yes, and not to put all of our eggs in one basket.
nope. And we aren't going to count all of our eggs in one basket,
Yeah,
or hatch all of our chickens in one basket either.
break a few eggs and make a few omelets.
As Chelsea did, by evidenced by the lack of. Anyway, yeah,
Uh,
I don't have a ton to say. I
I
thought
mean, Barbie was Barbie, no other character. She was referred to once. There was only one episode where she had a unique design. Like, I don't. Did you catch that?
I honestly wasn't paying enough attention to that. No.
No. Like, maybe they had her in one other episode, but like, she was in the Candyland. She had long braided hair,
Oh,
red. a red skirt or pants. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I'm vaguely remembering it.
I remember seeing that and being like, "Have we seen this Barbie before? Because why haven't we?"
Yeah, that was honestly one of my complaints looking back on the show. We get 4 locations established in the movie, and then we get 1 location established in one episode that then pops up one other time. Besides that, nothing new. Like occasionally maybe they'll go, "Oh, we'll go to the top of the mountains of Moose."
Hmm.
But it's like that's just a location we are already aware of that they're now visiting more closely, and most of it is still just set in these like places we've already seen.
Right.
It makes it feel, this is Dreamtopia. This should be big and
More
exciting.
dreamy.
Yeah.
I don't know why Chelsea's dreaming at random moments of the day.
Maybe she has what's the thing where you fall asleep at
I
random times? I'm gonna look this up.
Epilepsy? No, I don't know.
No, it's not epilepsy.
But Chelsea, she dreamed while looking at eggs.
Narcolepsy.
Narcolepsy. Is it narcolepsy?
Yeah.
Well, I was close. Um, it was an epilepsy or something.
We apparently knew someone in high school who said he had epilepsy, though I don't entirely believe it, based on the
Dude,
fact that he never fell asleep at random times.
you mean narcolepsy?
Oh, narcolepsy, yeah. Whatever.
Yes.
You know me in words that are similar.
Well, you just pulled on me. But yeah, the Nato Prince was doing more Nato stuff,
Yep.
being helpful but selfishly 1 minute and then not.
Yeah, his character, I feel like they could have done so much more with that character.
Hmm.
Um, because yeah, you think of similar characters like they start out antagonistic, but slowly you start to see more of them, and we get some of that, and that's some of the best stuff in the show. But yeah, there's just they don't nail down his characterization enough, and it may just be a symptom of we have different writers who may not be working off each other's notes or anything. So who knows?
Hmm.
Maybe that some writers are doing one and some writers are doing another, and it's kind of getting mixed up.
Yeah. I didn't really find a lot of these lessons or just overall stories all too compelling. Like some of them didn't really have a reason to be one. Like I mentioned earlier, the game episode. I
Yeah,
have no idea what that was supposed to be about.
I think it's
It's about
having
having
fun
fun, but
instead
like,
of competing.
um,
But yeah, it's odd because that doesn't always come across in
but
how it.
like a game, you have a winner.
Yeah,
Having fun is different than competing. You can have both.
yeah,
It's like, oh, we lost. Oh, we're all winners. And then just the game itself. I mentioned it earlier. It was slow paced. No
yeah,
idea what's going on. There was no tension. Like even just the cutting. It was just like so many long takes of them just floating there, waiting and staring to make their move.
yeah,
Chelsea, she scores a goal, and her teammates are like, "Oh man, Chelsea, you suck. You didn't pass to us." And it's like, what? I get teamwork and all, but a goal's a goal.
yeah, yeah. And it's I don't know because it is different when it's kids playing a sport versus like Olympic athletes. But yeah, there's again there's a lot of different conflicting things going on that I don't know.
Hmm.
And that's honestly one of the slightly better episodes. Like some of these are just a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, whole lot of nothing for 2 hours with all these episodes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad to be done with these.
Yeah, um, I didn't even know that this show even existed, and I wish I didn't.
Now you have seen it in its
It's
entirety.
it's not like I hate it. I just don't think there was anything of worth from watching any of this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting how unceremoniously it ends. Like the final episode doesn't feel like a final episode.
Hmm.
It's just
Yeah,
kind of like, oh, it's time to be done with this. We've done it for a year and a half, maybe.
it's not as popular.
Not even a year.
Don't need to put the effort for a finale.
Yeah, no, it's just kind of. And I think that attitude, you can feel it throughout the show of like, it doesn't matter what the individual creators are bringing to it
Hmm.
because it feels so tossed off the whole as a whole. You can sense that, this isn't a priority. There isn't a lot of, and sometimes, life in the dream house was probably in a similar situation, but the creators were given a lot of freedom to then do something interesting. Whereas here, I don't know what the behind the scenes looked like for this, but it just kind of feels like a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, I mean, we're not the intended audience for this,
Yeah,
and I I don't know what kids will just fall in love with everything about this, but they can watch it. They'll get something from it.
yeah.
Something that weirds me out is peanut butter and jelly.
When they jump together,
When they jump together and squash themselves together, I'm like, Um,
yeah.
I mean, have you seen Sausage Party?
It- yes, unfortunately.
I have not, but the
Yeah, that
the bun and then the hot dog.
yeah. We could go on a tangent about that. We don't have anything else to talk about. I'll
Okay.
mark this episode explicit. I won't talk about anything explicit, but that movie is terrible. But it has some great letterboxd reviews that I love.
Oh.
Um, so some of my favorite one is I'm so glad that there's screenwriting work out there for 13-year-old boys that have seen South Park. Because that is exactly the kind of movie it is. Having seen both Sausage Party and a little bit of South Park, both of them are like so similar in they're juvenile, but not in the way they think they are. Because they're like, oh, we're being funny and juvenile, ha ha. But it's like, no, the actual like construction of the plot and the characters lacks maturity. Like not haha we're being funny, but like actual this story doesn't work and you have not written an interesting story with interesting characters.
We're going so in depth on Sausage Party about
Well, and then
Barbie.
and then the other thing is it's like it's one of those quote unquote equal opportunity offensive things
Mm,
that you can really tell that it isn't because the only character with any kind of depth is the not a hot dog, so whatever, but the like character who is coded as white and male. He's like the one character with any depth, and everyone else is just like a stereotype.
wow.
It's
Yeah.
like that's not funny. You're just doing stereotypes. Like, haha, isn't it funny that we are doing stereotypes and they are food? It's like,
Speaking of
no.
stereotypes, uh, we had the investigator.
Oh, yeah. That
What
was
was he supposed to be?
I don't know. I have no idea. I had forgotten about that. episode.
The thing is, like, his design and his voice were giving me two separate vibes. It was like, wait,
Yeah.
is he what is this? Anyway, do we just want to go into some scores?
Yeah, we can hop into scores. I don't have a ton of other things to say.
Yeah, for the most part, like, everything I feel and I've said is all the same that I've said from the very beginning from the film. But with this show here, we were given more time, and so there's slightly better things that were done, and so the score for this is slightly higher. Story, I gave a 1.5 out of 5.
Yeah, I gave it a 2 out of 5. I think it's not good. I think there are interesting elements that I wish they had gone into more.
Mm-hmm. And characters, we both gave it a 2.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, once again, interesting elements that I wish they had gone into more, especially with the Nato Prince, who could have been an interesting character and sometimes was and sometimes wasn't.
yeah. Animation, we both gave a 3. I do like I like the idea and some of the visual aspects of Dreamtopia, but I didn't fully love how it all worked out. Like, there are a couple shots where, like, oh, this looked good. Like in our last episode where we're talking about that rainy uh,
Yeah.
thing, it was like, whoa, that's why does this look so much better? Um, so they can do some good stuff, but as we pointed out last week as well, some mistakes happen.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, I mean, there were moments of it being a little bit more dynamic. I wrote it down, but I didn't write which episode. I think it was the Rainbow Coves game where the camera was a little bit more dynamic, even though the editing wasn't quite up to par.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I wish there had been again more, and a lot of it is just constantly repeating the same character models, the same locations. It just stops feeling like different things are going on. It just turns into like a giant mush, which is why
Mm-hmm.
it's part of why it's so difficult to have thoughts on individual episodes because it's like they're all just the same.
Yeah. They all have the Nato Prince doing something.
Yeah.
So, in terms of voice acting, I gave it a 3.
Yep. I gave it a 3.5. I think the reason that I'm putting it up a little bit is Addie Chandler, who plays Otto and the Nato Prince, I think does a phenomenal job distinguishing those two and making the Nato Prince a performance. He's
Sure.
lowering his voice a little bit lower than it naturally goes. So, and this is this actor is actually a child actor who I don't always talk about child actors because I think it's kind of mean to be critical of them when they are doing a great job. But
Right.
here he's actually doing a very good job. So I wanted to shout out that that's something that I wouldn't have necessarily expected from a younger actor, but he is making the Nato Prince a performative character. Similar to when we talked about a little while ago the Monster High. Oh, why do ghouls fall in love with Valentine, who has sort of the performative voice that then kind of slips at certain moments. I think we see that with the Nato Prince. And I just also like every episode when he shows up, it is I, the Nato Prince. I just think that's kind of fun.
Sure. Yeah.
The score that
But
accompanies that and the
mhm.
line reading is
when
very
you
good.
when you compare just everything from the other Barbie films, they're not putting as much effort into the direction of the acting. It's like, okay, get enough for this show. We don't need nothing too emotional, just enough to get the point across. And so
Yeah.
that's where I leave it.
Yeah, last
And
up we have the music.
the music, I give it a 3. It does its job. It's not amazing. The Dreamtopia theme, which was fun for like the first 2 times you heard it in the film, is not fun anymore because it's like
Yeah.
everywhere throughout this entire show, and it's like, oh, well,
Yeah, I think it got very repetitive. And sometimes that's fine, sometimes it's, oh, this track means that this sort of emotion is supposed to be happening in this scene. But yeah, so some of the songs, especially listening to even just the short snippet of the theme song at the top of every episode, got really, really boring.
Dreamtopia,
Where adventure never stops,
Dreamtopia.
just a sprinkle, sparkle, hop. Uh,
Dreamtopia. It's just a dream away.
ooh. Exactly.
Yeah. No. Um. Yeah, and so I guess that leaves me with a total score of 12.5, which is the 50% or 2.55 star rating.
Yep. And I'm similar. I have a 13 out of 25, which is a 52% or a 2.6.
Nice.
Yeah, this is very much lower than Life in the Dream House. And I'm hoping that Dream House Adventures is going to be compared to this an improvement.
I hope so. At least I'm prepared for that one. I know that show exists,
Yeah.
so something. We'll
Yeah.
see. But yeah, am I glad that we watched this? I'm more glad we got it out of the way.
Yeah.
That's about it. I've
Yeah.
seen it. I don't have to think about it ever again.
Yep. Yeah, I wonder how many people have actually seen this show.
I'm
Like
sorry
numbers wise.
if this is your favorite show as a kid and we're hating on it, but
I feel
we're
like the
not
people
children.
yeah. I feel like the people who this was their favorite show as a kid are still kids. Considering this stopped airing, what, 5 years ago?
I mean, to be
And
honest,
I would guess anyone older than 4 would be extremely bored by it. So that means that the people who were, oh, I guess 2016. So that's what, how many years ago is that? I'm not good at math.
2016,
That's 7 years ago.
7
So if
years.
someone was 4, 7 years ago, that means they're what, 12?
They're preteen,
Okay.
so
So, yeah. Anyway, now that we've gotten that math out of the way.
yeah, math. Why are we doing math on this Barbie thing?
We always do math on the Barbie stuff. That's our whole score system.
I mean, we don't do the math. We just put our number, and then this chart does the math for us.
And who do you think made the chart that does the math?
I don't know. I just thought it just appears every time we show up.
Yep, like the notes, they just magically appear.
Yeah, like the
I don't
notes.
spend 2 hours putting everything together,
No,
scratching my head as to what to say.
no, because like, what sane human being would do that about?
Fair, fair. In my defense, I did not write notes for this episode, so yeah.
Yeah.
In high school, I took AP English Literature and AP English Language, and I don't remember, it was the same teacher for both. Don't
Yeah.
remember which class she said it in, but she said, "Have something to say. Don't have to say something." And that advice always kind of stuck with me, and that's kind of part of why, with these Barbie episodes, I'm like, I try to bring something to the table and find something to say so that I don't have to scramble for something. And this is the one episode where I was like, you know what? I'm just going to have to say something here because I don't have anything to say.
Well, let's say nothing anymore.
Yep. Anyway, thank you all for listening. We make sure to follow us on social media. We are Binging Barbie Podcast on Instagram and Tumblr, Binging Barbie on Twitter and Serialized, and Binging Barbie, a Barbie movie podcast on Letterboxd. And if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to leave a 5-star review. We will be back later this week with an episode on Monster High, Scariest City of Frights. That one should be fun. Hopefully get us out of Monster High for a little bit. And after that, we're actually taking a short break for Christmas. And to go along with that, we have an exciting new announcement. We weren't sure if we were going to cover Barbie, Dreamhouse Adventures, or the other TV shows going forward. But then John and I had an idea. We are going to be starting a Patreon, which we'll announce that in a few days on all of the social media, and we'll put it in our episodes as well. But yeah, we'll be posting our new series on Barbie Dreamhouse Adventures starting in January, and we'll also have a bunch of other cool stuff. So yeah, we hope you'll join us over there.
Wow.
Yeah. And until then, don't remove any arms from the local cheese statue.
Yeah, the one that looks like the Planters peanut guy.
Yeah. Is it Sir Fancy Cheese?
I think so.
I wonder what kind of cheese he is.
Gouda.
Gouda? Okay. Very Gouda. Bye, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.